Hey, mamas, I've got something really special coming up. Actually, two things. This November, I'm going to be speaking at not one, but two powerful summits. And I would love for you to join me. First, from November 11th through the 14th, I'll be sharing Radical Honesty, the Superhuman Power Within at the Superhuman Summit 2025. This event is packed with 36 incredible speakers, each one unlocking a different superpower to help you live with more courage, purpose, and authenticity. It's just $39 for lifetime access, which means you can revisit all the sessions anytime you need a boost of motivation. You can grab your pass using the link in the show notes. Then, as if that wasn't exciting enough, from November 14th through the 16th, I'll also be part of the Everyday Woman Summit, a free online event that's all about real women, real stories, and rediscovering your power. If you've ever felt invisible or wondered if your story matters, this summit will remind you just how powerful you truly are. You can join completely free, so reserve your spot using the link in the show notes today. So, whether you're ready to dive deep into your superhuman potential or simply want to feel seen, inspired, and connected, these summits are for you. I'll be there cheering you on and helping you remember you already have everything you need inside of you. Can't wait to see you there. Hey, Radiant Mamas. Welcome to something new here on Radiant Mom Rising. Mini episodes every other week that give you a quick inspiration, mindset shifts, and practical tips to help you thrive in both motherhood and business. These are designed to be short, powerful, and something you can fit into your busy day. Let's dive in. Hey, beautiful mamas, and welcome back to the show. Today's mini episode, I wanted to share a little bit about my current journey and some things that I have been learning about that I feel is very relatable for a lot of you who are listening and maybe where you're at in your journey. And I think it's important that we have these kind of conversations and we allow ourselves to talk about these things because I truly believe that it's such an important part of this process that so many of us are just terrified and so afraid to go through because it's exactly why so many of us give up or never even start in the first place. So I just wanted to kind of, first of all, share a little bit of great stuff that's happening personally. You know, my oldest son, who's a senior in high school, he just had his final game that we got to go enjoy and watch, but he also had his final competition in marching band. And, you know, he is the only snare drum player. Like they didn't have that many in percussion this year. So he's running solo and he did such an amazing job. I couldn't have been prouder to watch him and, excuse me, and just watch him shine on that field. I mean, it's like you couldn't even really tell that it was just him, but he did such a great job and he actually won first place in percussions at his final competition. So I was like, thank you, God, because that's such a beautiful way for him to end his marching band experience through high school. He's really worked hard. For those of you who followed my story with him, you know, he self-taught himself all of this. He never got lessons. He pretty much started, you know, a little bit in middle school, but then they had with COVID, he missed out on his final year. And even then he was not really playing the snare drums he had hoped to, dreamt to. So he really worked his way up to making the leader in his final year and getting to play. So very, very proud of him. It was one of those nice, proud mom moments. And I'm just very grateful that I got to experience it with his younger siblings, with his Gma and my hubby, of course. He got the whole video. So that's always great to reflect back on, you know. So yeah, and my husband's mom has signed us up for ballroom dance lessons. So my husband's very excited about that. Yeah. Of course not, but I'm looking forward to it. I thought that's cool. I love to dance, so looking forward to seeing how that goes and learning some new moves. I've always wanted to learn ballroom dancing. So anyways, going back to what I was saying, I was on a coaching call and the conversation that was happening or the coaching that was happening was around, you know, someone who she felt like every time something good happens in her business, like she actually had like a video that went viral and it seemed like everything was good. She notices this pattern in her where she tends to always take a step back and stop posting all of a sudden and not put herself out there and not be consistent. And I want to talk about that because I feel like so many people resonated with that. And I want you to like reflect into your own pattern, your own situation with your business and ask yourself when things are going right or even when things are going wrong, do you see a certain pattern behavior that comes up where you do tend to like take a step back or talk yourself out of doing more? And I wanted to kind of explore that together because I feel like that's so important for us to recognize so that we can kind of move past that, find our way of moving past that, of being able to love on that part of us and be like, yes, okay, I recognize you. You're scared. Because that's the one thing that I realized and I loved in that call that we all learned is that, that's that part of us, of our unconscious mind that is protecting us, is trying to keep us safe. And the idea I feel like that we struggle with, or it struggles with, is the idea of either us blowing up too soon and feeling like, okay, who are we to do this? Can we really actually make that difference? Can we really create that transformation that we're saying that we want to? Or even the other ways, like, well, what if we fail? What if it bombs? What if nobody wants it? Who's gonna take me seriously? And I feel like all of these contribute to us fighting and battling ourselves when it comes to just showing up. And what I have learned more than anything is the way we show up is what we attract. So if we show up in this energy of fear, of survival, of desperation, then we're going to get the exact results that we're so afraid of in the first place. And then I think there's people too who have a little fear of that success. Like, what if it's too much to handle? What if I really can't follow through? And what if I fail my clients? And so I want you to explore that and be open to that to see, what's maybe coming up for you when you think about that and when you see how you've behaved when you have launches or when you just go to make an offer or even introduce yourself. Because that's something that I feel like we all should be doing is being very bold and brave when it comes to being like, this is who we are, this is what we do, and this is what we have to offer, and allowing ourselves to share that with the world because our people will never find us if we keep it to ourselves, and yet so many of us struggle feeling like we're being invasive or being salesy, or maybe they're not the right person. You never know who's going to need your services. You never know who's going to need you and your energy and what you have to offer. And until we really get into that energy of believing, and I mean, really believing that not only are we capable of bringing this transformation for our clients, but that we're worthy of being here. We're worthy of being successful. We're worthy of being wealthy. We're allowed to even have it. We give ourselves that permission that we can want more while also being very grateful for where we are and how far we've come. And so I want you to know, though, that during this journey of entrepreneurship, failure is part of it. Like, and I loved the way, because it was something I wanted to say so bad. And it was something that I was like, the coach was able to talk about in this call that was beautiful because it's exactly what I share with my clients and what I believe is that what are the lessons? Like, I want you to think about how you're feeling in those times when you launch something and nobody signs up or nobody shows up. Yes, it's hard. It hurts. It's discouraging. You feel like you failed. You feel like, well, what did I do wrong? Was my message not good enough? Did I not go about it the right way? Was my strategy off? What is you just start to beat yourself up, right? But what if that was meant for you to experience because it helps you to further relate to those you're meant to serve down the road? And so if we could realize and see it that way, it would change so much for us in the fact that it's like, okay, this is happening for me so that I can truly learn from this experience and feel it, know what it's like, know what it feels like, understand it, so that as I grow and I keep going, because that's the thing, we have to keep going. No matter how many flops, no matter how many things that doesn't work out the way we think it does, We need to see what's the lesson in this. Sometimes it could be about tweaking your messaging, but sometimes it's not. Maybe it's just about the repetitiveness of the consistency of just doing it over and over again and learning through each launch, what's working, what's not working, and how can I make it better next time. But also allowing yourself the time to know that there's going to be new people that see it next time, or even some of the people who may have been following you may not have been in the right place at the time to sign up then, but if you keep putting it in front of them, maybe they'll get to a place where they're like, okay, you know what? This is starting to kind of speak to me now. Like maybe I'm in a different place where I'm ready to take action on this. And she's been pushing this out there all this time. Like this might be a sign. And bam, someone who's been following you for years could end up becoming your client later down the road. It happens all the time. So my point is we need to understand that these situations are only preparing us for what we're meant for. And if we see it that way, then we don't allow that feelings of defeat to keep us like to stay in that. Like we can recognize it, feel it. Yeah, it sucks. It's crappy. It's not what we want. But at the same time, without it, we wouldn't appreciate and really like feel it even more so when that happens, when we do arrive, when we start getting those clients in. And then we're able to really, really support and help those who are going through exactly what you've been through. I mean, think about all the people you follow right now, your mentors who are super successful, making millions and millions, right? They always have a story of struggle of where they had failed launches, where they didn't have what they have now. They have had to work their butts off over the years to grow into who they are now. And that's what we're doing here too. And so I think it's important to be okay with that. I still have so much to learn. I'm still newer on my journey, but I'm so proud of how far I've come. And I know because of everything I've learned so far, I'm able to help so many more get started and do it with a confidence that I wish I had when I got started. I wish I had someone teach me the things that I know now. And that's what I'm here to do for others because I may not be as far as some other people, and I'm okay with that because I know that God is stretching me and expanding me just exactly as I'm meant to so that I can continue to not help those who I'm meant to, but we'll grow together. We're going to thrive together as we all evolve. And that's even beautiful because imagine people coming along that journey with you and getting to watch you grow. Well, that's what I'm here doing. I'm sharing this because I know the realness of it, and I think we should be real about it. And I'm proud of those of you who are sticking it through, following through, and keep going no matter what. It's super important, and it's going to get you exactly where you want to be. So I hope this gives you some perspective and really questioning those patterns, those feelings, but also understanding like, don't stay there. Whatever you need to do, don't stay there. Seek support, whether it's getting a coach to help you check into that, feel into that, but also then release it, let it go, and move forward. What's next? That's the one thing about me. No matter what I do, I'm always like, what's next? What can I do next? How can I get myself keep going, keep going, keep going? I mean, right now, next week, I have 2 summits that I'm going to be part of that I'm so excited about. Then I have another person who wants to do another webinar with me that I'm meeting about to plan for in December. And then of course I'm going to be relaunching my programs and everything come the new year because my goal is I want to bring you guys on this journey with me to help support you and to teach you and for us to all grow together. And for me, I truly believe in the mindset work. And I'm even working to create like a mini course. It's just about that because to me, without that foundation, without that kind of starting point, like it doesn't matter about everything else. That's the work. That is the work. And here I am wanting to just create something that's just short and easy for busy moms that they can just really know the tools that they can work on every day of their life, like for the rest of their lives. That is the game-changing stuff that will really start to move the needle in the direction that they want and help them become the version of themselves they are meant to be. So it's like so much fun because I get to do different things and I'm exploring. So I want you to find a way to just know that and that it's all about, learning and growing, evolving and figuring it out as you go. We're not always going to have all the answers and that's okay. You're not meant to. You're just meant to show up and allow things to happen as they're supposed to. And how you show up matters. what you believe is possible, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your clients. All of that matters. This is an important piece for anyone listening to really evaluate in your journey right now. And as you continue to always reflect back into this. I hope this has been helpful for those listening. And if anyone wants to explore more or wants any support, always know I'm here for you. Always. That's why I offer the Limitless Mom Strategy call. It's a free call because I want us to get to know each other. I want to see how I can support you. And even if not, I want to leave you with clarity and some good feelings, some good energy and ideas for your next steps. Either way, because you deserve it, mama. You're on this journey for a reason. You're listening to this right now for a reason. And I know that I love that. When I'm in a certain situation, it's amazing how God will just bring certain things in my way that I need to hear. So be on the lookout for that and what comes up. So I've taken enough of your time, mamas, but I love you and I thank you for tuning in with me. And I look forward to the next one. And just always remember, come find me, come in my world. I'm here for you. Anything you need, mamas. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, keep shining, keep rising, keep believing in all that is possible. You got this, mama. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this episode gave you that little spark of inspiration you needed. If you loved what you heard, be sure to subscribe to the Radiant Mom Rising podcast so you never miss an episode. And if this show has made a difference for you, it would mean the world if you take a moment to leave a review. Your words not only encourage me, but they help more amazing moms like you find this message too. If you're ready to take the next step and start creating the life and business you've been dreaming of, visit marydibblecoaching.com. You can take the free quiz to discover your next step or schedule your free discovery call. Let's start turning your dreams into reality together because you deserve to thrive, not just survive. Much love.